Yes, but I'm going to go nuts about that skiing league. I can tell you that right now. We are delighted to have back with us Andrew Elder, of course, a student at Johnson & Wales University, and they are changing the way the world eats. And you're going to change the way we eat something here, because this is an interesting combination. Just the name, honey miso glazed sweet potato tacos.
Yeah, it's kind of a mouthful to say.
It is a mouthful to say, and I'd rather have a mouthful to eat, actually. But what are you doing here? What have you got here?
So we started just putting a red miso paste, which is essentially just fermented soybeans. So it's an Asian condiment, I guess you will. They use it a lot in marinades.
Now, okay, I want to ask you, Andrew, miso, do you buy that in the store as is, or do you have to make it yourself?
Nope, it comes it's normally in a red or yellow packaging, a little tub. You can find it either in the refrigerator section or in the dry section of most local grocery stores.
Okay, so you put the miso in here.
So just right now we
have some honey in here, and
2 tablespoons of miso, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar.
Ooh, I love red wine vinegar.
And then we're going to add the juice of 1 whole lime with the zest.
Ooh.
And then that's the glaze. That's all you got right there.
Okay, this is the
And you're just going to whisk it up.
Yeah, and it looks like it dissolves in there.
Yeah, you just kind of dissolve the miso. It's kind of chunky, so you want to get it down there.
So what kind of flavoring is the miso adding to that?
Well, umami essentially is what it is. We all know the 5 flavors plus umami. So it has that sort of that mushroomy fermented deliciousness.
Okay,
so here we just have small diced sweet potatoes that I just tossed in some olive oil, roasted at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes.
All right.
To get nice and caramelized. And then we're just going to add a little bit of the glaze to it, because it is really powerful. Miso is like a really powerful flavor.
Oh, really?
Especially with the vinegar and with the lime juice and everything.
I will say, wow, that's going to set your taste buds at time.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't they?
Definitely. So we just mix it all up.
Okay.
And then we're going to start assembling. There's a lot of assembly involved in this one.
Kids would like this kind of thing. This is the kind of thing you do at home.
Hands-on,
and
definitely.
Let the kids, help you out with this.
It's also pretty much vegan, actually, with the exception of adding our creme fraiche topping that we're going to add. It's 100% vegan.
Wow.
So we're going to add a little bit of the sweet potatoes into there.
All right, we got about a minute left, so I want to make sure we get
we're going to top it with some cilantro lime creme fraiche, which is fancy French sour cream, essentially. You could use sour cream or however you want to do. Mung bean sprouts. So we're continuing with the Asian fusion flavor here. Yeah. So bean sprouts for a nice little crunch. We got some pickled red onions.
Love those, yeah.
Top it off with some pumpkin seeds. So, that's where the Mexican Latin influence comes from. And then we're going to finish it with one of my favorite toppings for tacos is a nice little avocado slice.
Wow.
Now, you may be wondering how you're going to eat that. It's kind of sloppy to eat on TV, right? So I figured that we would just go ahead and stick a little skewer right through it. This is really good for parties, and then you just put it right over here.
Wow.
And then you got a nice little taco for parties or hors d'oeuvres for Valentine's Day coming up. Maybe you want to do a little pass hors d'oeuvre or something for a party. It's a really good idea.
Wow. Honey miso sweet potato tacos. I just like the sound of it, but I'm going to like trying this even more.
Yeah,
Andrew Elder with Johnson & Wales University. Changing the way the world eats. How about that? And we'll put this recipe on WBTV.com. You're going to want to try this. It really looks good. Anyway, we'll be back right after this. Stay there.